Hello guys, you are welcome to So This Happened, where we highlight and review stories that made the buzz recently. My name is Margaret Foge. You are welcome to the show. I know that the world is evolving and everyone now works with you can't help it if you're sexually attracted to who you are attracted to. But I think there are some things that will always remain abnormal, no matter the motive. Necrophilia, for one, is a disgusting thing. And what is more scary is how this man even went as far as killing them just so he could have sexual intercourse with them. A 67-year-old man identified as David Fuller has pleaded guilty to the murder of 2 women and having carnal knowledge of their bodies. Now, let me first explain what necrophilia means. It is a paraphilia whereby the perpetrator gets sexual pleasure in having sex with the dead. Fuller, a hospital electrician who is facing trial in the United Kingdom, was said to have defiled at least 99 corpses in hospital mortuaries, including children as young as 9 and adults as old as 100. His latest victims, who were women, lived alone in ground floor flats less than a mile apart from him in Tunbridge Wells, 2 miles from where he lived. The first woman was found dead in her blood-stained bed on the morning of June 23, 1987. There were signs of blunt force trauma to her head, and she had been strangled. Detectives found evidence of a vile sexual assault carried out after her death. Meanwhile, 20-year-old Pierce, who was the other lady, went missing after being dropped off by a taxi outside her home on November 24th of that same year, and her body was later discovered in a water-filled dike on December 15th, 1987. I don't know if it's just me, because this looks like a horror movie, and I'm sure you all know how scary they can be. Anyway, let me continue. So I'm guessing the neighbors alerted the police after allegedly hearing high-pitched screams of terror. Fuller was then later exposed when disgusted cops found 4 hard drives packed with millions of indecent images and videos of unimaginable depravity. The files include his own acts of necrophilia carried out in 2 mortuaries. Should I continue? Okay. He was said to have used Facebook to track down his victims. In other words, Baba was keeping records. Okay. The publication added that the spree of crimes went on from 2008 to November 2020. Wow. Just wow. Hey, God. Have mercy. Now, although British law permits a maximum of just 2 years in prison for Fuller's abuse of female corpses, but for this one, he's likely to face a whole life for the 2 ladies that he murdered. Fuller has already admitted to 51 other offenses, including 44 charges relating to dead victims. Charges include the sexual penetration of a corpse, possessing an extreme pornographic image involving sexual interference with a corpse, and taking indecent images of children. One charge alone relates to 25 deceased females. Hey! When you hear "so this happened," now this story, a human being with blood and not sand flowing through his veins, deriving pleasure in having sexual intercourse with dead bodies. This one has left me speechless. You see, some of these abductors actually make me feel like they have a training camp or something somewhere where they learn about kidnapping and how to make money from it. Because how much is the salary of the people you kidnapped that you are demanding such an amount of money as ransom? Hey, gunmen recently stormed University of Abuja in the wee hours of Tuesday morning and made away with 2 professors, a non-academic staff, and 3 others. Subsequently, they reached out to the family of the victims and demanded, wait for it, a whopping 50 million naira for not all, but each of the kidnapped victims. You get it? Each of them, 50 million naira. Is this not madness? Sure, we're already giving bandits bag of rice. Why wouldn't they just be kidnapping and demanding anyhow? This needs to be curbed and nipped quickly. However, the university security staff and other security operatives chased the abductors to Kwali area where they engaged in a gun battle. And yes, they won, as the abductors ran away, leaving all that were captured from the university behind. You see, the way insecurity has ravaged this country, it's really a bother. You people should do something before it becomes worse. So, Adages like old habits die hard tend to come in handy when things like this occur. This guy has proven to us that he's one of those Nigerians that actually crossed the road instead of using the pedestrian bridge. I'm about to give you people one sweet gist that will lighten our mood from all the bad news that we have been listening to say. So let's go. So a young man explained how he, out of the goodwill of his heart, picks a Nigerian man on his way to work every day. Subsequently, he stopped seeing the man, and then 5 days later, he saw him. As someone that was so much worried about him now, he asked, "Why have I not been seeing you?" Ladies and gentlemen, the next word that came out of this man's mouth completely made me that is reading this story to you drop my own training for a few seconds. This man, instead of just answering the question, asked another question. He asked the gentleman, "Bros, since you don't dey carry me, shall I resemble or act like person wey don mad before? Abi I dey mad?" The innocent man, I'm sure dumbfounded, was there. "No, now, Oga, no." That was how Baba explained that just as lawless as he was in Nigeria, he tried to do the same in another man's land, Dubai for that matter. So apparently he wanted to cross the road, and instead of using the pedestrian bridge, he just crossed, and then he was caught by a law enforcement agent. Instead of getting a fine or something, he was given a 5-day mandatory mental evaluation at the hospital. Out of curiosity, he then asked the man, "Why now, considering he's a sane person?" The officer bluntly told him that only a mentally deranged person will leave a pedestrian bridge to cross the highway. Oh Lord, I had a good laugh, but really, guys, a pedestrian bridge is made to aid you and I from running into vehicles, and I'm sure it's for our own safety. Trust me, we cannot be too careful. That place you are rushing to can wait. Don't end your life for just how many minutes out of 24 hours that you have. People, let's tread carefully. We have come to the end of this episode of So This Happened. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe on all of our social media platforms. My name is Margaret Sazawa. Bye for now.